Hey guys, Cyrus here for Tonkarat Phones, and today we are reviewing the Huawei Y7 Prime, the 2018 edition. So guys, we had done an unboxing video earlier when we first received the device, and we did give our first impressions that the device did look like it's a good contender for the 20,000 Pakistan rupees phone line. And let's just get into the review. So first we like to talk about is that the body of the device. Now the device actually feels very nice in the hand. It has a good grip, and the only problem with the body I felt was that here you can see that the body does get a lot of smudges, so I had to put in the cover which came with the device as soon as I started using it. Just for the video I've taken it out because I wanted to show you how durable the body is. So the body though is durable, and I like the fingerprint scanner's position because it's very easy that way, and it's actually quite fast. So here of course, other than that, you can see the beautiful 5.99-inch display. Even though the device does not have a full HD display, it still is able to take out good images, and even the brightness level of the device is actually quite well. So you can see the different so see, this is the with full brightness off, and when you increase it, so you get a good range of brightness here, which is obviously a good thing when you have to look at your phone in straight sunlight or if you want to use it at night. And of course you also have your eye comfort mode over here, which basically helps you during if you want to use your phone at night and in pitch dark situations. So here you can see guys that the device is actually very capable. It runs on an octa-core processor which is around 1.4 gigahertz, and it has an MSM 8937 chipset, which is good enough for playing actually good 3D games. I'll show you some examples. So you can see here that the game is actually quite run smoothly. That's actually a good music sound volume as well. So it actually is able to perform games well. Device also has actually great speakers. We tested watching YouTube videos, we tested some music, and let's try out some YouTube songs. So far this is one of our videos. And you can see that it gives you an option to view all your videos in full 18:9 ratio, which is the new ratio.
2018 is the features. Let's open the box.
So considering the speakers of the phone, they actually are quite capable. Well, we can tell from the video we showed you, but now of course you can just listen to some music as well.
Jumping out of my skin, pull the cord. Yeah, I believe it. Oh, the past is everything we were. Don't make us who we are. So I'll dream until I.
Another cool feature of the phone is basically the dual camera setup at the back. Now this is actually a great thing because normally you don't find such a setup in such a lower mid-tier device, because these days a mid-tier range is close to around 35 grand, and this is around 20,000, which is actually a great deal. So because with the 13 megapixel and the 2 megapixel back cameras, we have taken some sample shots, and of course you can judge by yourself that which one do you prefer, and you can always hit on the comments below to tell us how do you like the pictures. The front facing camera is actually quite decent as well. Well, the portrait pictures did come out well, especially during the day. Nighttime, you could see the granules, but it did perform very well during the day. Let's see what else is left. Of course, you can see as usual, the device is running on Android 8.0, and it has EMUI 8.0, which is Huawei's own theme launcher on top of it. The device is actually quite smooth in that perspective, so I'm not going to go into too much detail over there. So the device also has a few neat features and which basically work very well, to be honest. So if you're, for example, if you're watching a video and you want to maybe use the calculator to just quickly calculate, you can quickly do that, and you can, of course, while doing that, you can always continue watching your video as well. So the multitask bar also actually performs quite smoothly in that domain. You can just switch back, or you just can scrap it down, and the screen comes back to normal. So of course, because it's a massive display, using the multitask or multi-screen is actually quite fun. So, and it's quite useful as well. So for example, if you want to just check your mail and just check a video, so you want to take off information there, you can actually do that as well. The another cool thing about this device is that the phone, one more security layer other than of course your pattern, your pins, and the fingerprint sensor, of course, is that the device has face unlock feature, which actually performs quite well, which I was surprised. So you just open the phone, you look at the phone, and it just opens up. It's actually quite fast considering that this came in an update. See, of course, it's not perfect, it has bugs, but still it was able to recognize my face in most circumstances. Other than that, device has a 3000 milliamp battery, which basically helps you go throughout the day. You can use 4G whole day, and the device will actually last you that much. Okay, if you're a heavy user where you look at a lot of videos, you play a lot of games, you have emails and WhatsApp and all, or Snapchatting and all happening all the time, it may not last you a whole day. It'll give you around 20 to 21 hours on a full charge. So but it'll give you a day though. So if you for example, if you charge it maybe at 7 in the morning and you have a full battery, and it'll last you till around 9 to 10 at night, which is again reasonable because we normally just charge our phones when we reach home, or of course we charge when we're at work. So the cool thing about this device is that it comes in a dual SIM variant. So of course you can have two SIMs working simultaneously. It takes Nano SIMs, but the cool thing about this is that it has 3 slots. So you don't need to switch between a secondary SIM and a memory card slot. You can actually have all 3. So this is open this from the side and let's give it a look. See, so you have all 3 different slots here. So of course you can put your 2 Nano SIMs here and your micro SD slot here. It supports up to 256 GB, and even though the internal storage is 32 GB, which is fine for most cases, and you might not need a memory card. But if you're one of those who likes to store videos or store pictures or take a lot of videos or music, then of course you have plenty of storage in that perspective as well. So overall guys, it does tick most of the check boxes. So it has a great display for its price. Of course you can't expect it to have a 1080p display. It has a 720p display, but but you don't really feel it when you use the device because the device is so bright. So it checks in the display. It's a very good display. It has a very good body. The aesthetics of the phone are actually quite pretty. It does look like a very, very nice device. You can judge it by yourself, but I really like the device, the shape and all the camera placement and the fingerprint placement. The buttons are actually quite clickety, and of course you don't have to start to fidget or to find them. You can just easily find them because you can see they pop out a bit, so they're not very hard to use. Talking about the speakers, even though it has a singular speaker over here, but we already tested how powerful these speakers are. So, and they're actually very good when you want to play games or you want to listen to music or watch videos on YouTube. But that being said, of course, you can always use the headphones, because it does come with a 3.5mm jack. Voila. And so of course you can connect those as well if you feel that the sound is not as, or is not up to your mark, but it does check on the sound as well. When it comes to battery, it's decent, it's not great, but of course it does last you a day, which is which is actually more than enough for it. About the battery, it's a decent battery, it's not great, but of course it will last you a day, so which is more than enough for most people. Okay, now talking about the cameras actually did impress me. The dual camera setup, the bokeh mode pictures they do actually come out quite well, especially during the daylight. And of course landscape pictures actually did come out well with the proper color saturations and exposure. Take pictures at night, the noise level of course increases, and you do and of course when you use the flash, it overexposes a bit, but other than that the pictures are not bad. They do come out decently, and for most cases you'll actually like the pictures which come out, so you can maybe take a selfie with your friends at night if you're going for a party or something, and they actually will come out well, so you don't need to worry about waiting or taking focus. They just snap and they come out well. So that's about it, guys. We've checked most of the boxes for this device, and I would recommend this device for somebody who's looking for a phone for around 20,000, and and it's actually worth the money, so which is of course what we all look for. So if you like this video, please hit a thumbs up, and if you want more videos such as these, do subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. Hope to see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye bye.